infrastructure or lack thereof is really one of the biggest challenges, one of the biggest hindrances towards economic development.
We don't have that spirit of innovation, and I think that really needs to be strongly pushed.
Most of the young people, they don't have the skills to think about being entrepreneur.
One of the other hindrances is urbanization. Our governments are investing in some of these things, but unfortunately it's more centralized to urban areas.
The future of Africa, if it's going to be a bright future, you have to invest in the rural areas.
The biggest challenge is people being educated, because I think that education is the key to eradicating poverty.
Education is critical.
Of all the challenges, we decided to address education.
The more educated Africa, the more Africa awakens, the more entrepreneurs.
One of the first actions to take is to improve and to promote younger education.
The women in Africa are the center of the community. They're the ones who create economic wealth.
And once you empower the woman, she's able to take care of whoever that's around her, improve her family, raise the entire community, and it trickles up just like that.
We need a culture of museums, science centers, and the schooling system to be exciting and interactive, so that we have kids wanting to go to school and we don't have a high dropout rate.
We need to focus also on the quality of education, on different curriculums maybe that are more geared to producing graduates that are going to solve our own problems and advance our economy and our trade.
Educate the youth with basic knowledge and entrepreneurial skills that will empower them to be more industrious in every phase of life in order to develop Africa.
We need to make schools more accessible.
What is the need of the people? Are these schools addressing these needs? The child cannot walk several miles to that school to go and learn. The corporate world should be involved in some of these educational institutions. They should be involved in developing even the curricula, making internships available to students.
We also need to invest on capacity building projects. Regional and international exchange programs are important.
The communities must be involved so they can invest and take ownership of these programs.
Having more people that can work to develop the country is always better.
Development and progress is only going to be possible when you elevate people, and you do that through education.
Africa has what it takes to be where it wants to be. The only thing we need to do is to have the willpower, the strength, the heart to be able to translate all of the policies, all of the decisions we make into actions.